All right, hey VC, how you doing? My name is Jamie. Thanks again for stopping by. Well, here it is, the last day of 2018, New Year's Day almost upon us. So whatever you got planned this evening, I hope you have a happy and safe one. For me, just staying close to home. We've got another couple coming over, some friends, and we're just going to listen to music, listen to vinyl through the evening, that sort of thing. Often I go out, but this year we're just going to play it low key, shall we say. So again, whatever you've got planned, I hope you have a happy and safe one, and hopefully it involves lots of great music, be it live or listening to it on vinyl, whatever. I hope you have a great evening, and certainly all the best in 2019. Okay, I thought since this is the last day of 2018, I thought I'd feature a box set that came out earlier this year that for whatever reason I haven't had a chance to feature, but I didn't want to let the year go by without featuring this one because it is from a very unique group, a great UK band, and this is the Roxy Music, their Super Deluxe box set that spotlights the first album, simply titled Roxy Music, and this came out in 1972. This box set came out earlier this year, and it was highly anticipated. Kind of delayed for whatever reasons, and so yes, it's finally come out. And so it's a 3 CD and 1 DVD set, so 4 disc set, featured in a really nice slipcase. It just pops up like that. And certainly with this iconic cover. And so this was on the back. This will give you an indication what's inside. So, Roxy Music, Where It All Began, the groundbreaking debut album, expanded, featuring rare and previously unavailable material. The 136-page book contains previously unreleased or unpublished photographs and an essay by Richard Williams. And they certainly spotlight the cover with all the different photos or all the different sort of the alternate takes on the cover. So I can spotlight that for you there. And it's interesting with all the different photos that they went with this one. But hey, it's great. So there's the original album on disc 1. And what's interesting for this is that they include the song Virginia Plain. The original UK release, it's only a 9-track album because Virginia Plain had been released as a single. But when they released it in North America, they included the song Virginia Plain. So it's interesting for this box set. They've decided to go with the North American or American track listing. Would have thought they'd had Virginia Plain on maybe one of the other discs instead. But there you go. Of course, featuring Brian Ferry and the amazing Brian Eno on this first album. And lots of demos and outtakes on the second disc. And then we carry on with BBC sessions, John Peel radio sessions, and more. And then on the DVD, it's generally live performances, including the Old Grey Whistle Test. So there you have it. So let's take a look inside. All right, and again, it's a very nice hardbound book. And with an absolutely exhaustive essay, again, like all the photos that they took of this cover. Alright, so we'll take a look at the book. You know, sort of, how could you describe Roxy Music, certainly at this stage? Very art rock, kind of glam rock, almost that kind of thing. And certainly the band changed their style through the years. Mellowing out, you could almost say, by the time of their last album. As early Brian Ferry, his vocal style sort of changing, not radically, but changing through the years. And this is an absolutely exhaustive book. Again, it's a little odd given the size of the packaging that they didn't decide to include an LP. Absolutely lots of vintage photos through this. And you forget that Brian Eno was part of this band in the early days. And full lyrics included. And again, how many different shots did they get of that? That was quite the photo session that day. Yeah, again, they really focus on the cover. And you have tons and tons of photos through this. And still, after all these years, just a great album to listen to. Of course, Roxy Music, an absolutely great band. Bryan Ferry. Certainly the early influence of Brian Eno with regards to the music. Okay. Yeah, so lots of stuff inside, and then they repeat what's on the tracks or on the CDs, and then the CDs are simply housed in the back like this. These little cardboard things, and I can sort of show you what they look like here. They do the balancing act. As I say, it's a good, thick, heavy book. And then each CD is like this, with track listings again here, and then the CDs match the whatever's on the cover there. Let's see if I can show you maybe one more. So yeah, there you have the original album, demos and outtakes. That. And then the BBC sessions. And then last and certainly not least, the DVD. But overall, I was really happy with this package. There's a lot of great music. The performances are absolutely terrific. And a really nice package overall. And hopefully they're going to continue with this. I don't know if this is just a one-shot for the first album or not, or depending on what the reception was like to this. I don't know if they're going to carry on with this. I haven't heard offhand, but we'll certainly keep you posted if they did. Okay, so we'll pop that over here. Now, sadly with Roxy Music, I don't really have a lot. The only other one I have that's on vinyl is, ironically, their last album, Roxy Music Avalon, which came out in 1982. And this was their last album. Then Bryan Ferry went off on a solo career that continues to this day. And this is absolutely a wonderful album. This came out in 1982. And as I say, by this time, their style had definitely changed. Bryan Ferry's vocals were more mellow. The music overall was more mellow, but absolutely beautiful to listen to. And I remember it was my wife who actually turned me on to this in the early 80s. And so this, of course, has the title track. More Than This was also a very big hit. You can almost see where they were kind of going, certainly with regards to Bryan Ferry in the early 80s, that sort of almost new romantic sound that was coming out with certainly groups, you could argue, like with Spandau Ballet. This fits in quite nicely with that sound. But as I say, it's quite different from the first Roxy Music album, which is really glam rock, art rock, that sort of thing. Yeah, this is quite a different album. All lyrics included. All right, and yeah, this came out on the Warner label. Okay. So that's a little bit of a look at Roxy Music. As I said, I don't really have too much. It's another band that I really should be exploring a lot more. I am hoping that they are going to make more deluxe box sets and just kind of carry on with the series. Although, as I said, I haven't heard anything offhand, so we will certainly have to wait and see. Okay, and one other one I can quickly show you, a box set that came out earlier this year. I don't think I have had a chance to feature it. This one didn't really get a lot of attention, surprisingly, because it's really good. This is the Procol Harum Box Set. Still, there'll be more. An anthology goes from 1967 through to 2017 as the band is still going, but this is quite the deluxe set. So this is a 5 CD, 3 DVD set, so it's an 8-disc set. Came out earlier this year, and super nice packaging overall. That includes a nice little poster inside, which I can show you here. And of course, Procol Harum, wonderful proggy rock band, certainly wonderful classical influences with Whiter Shade of Pale. And so here's the book here, and then the discs open up like this, and just neatly housed like that. As I say, I don't know if I've shown this before, but if I have, forgive me. But and nice book overall. Yeah, whoops, I just kept the hype sticker in there like that. Deluxe Anthology, new official remastered limited edition super deluxe box set celebrating 50 years of the legendary Procol Harum. And as I said, as a listen overall, it's absolutely terrific. And I really like some of their recent stuff too. The last CD features some of their newer stuff that sounds great and blends in quite nicely. So there's that. And yes, I've shown you the poster, so, and that on the back. So yeah, another great box set. So again, thank you so much for all the for the likes, subscriptions as we wrap up 2018, and we'll still be going strong into 2019. But just certainly looking back in the past 3 months, it has been incredible, and I want to thank you for all the comments, your support, and I certainly do appreciate it. So again, have a good one. We'll chat again tomorrow.